Well, hello there, guys. This is Nani M. Su from the Crypto Doctor, and today we're going to be hitting up on some technical analysis. But before I get down there, I hit 100 subscribers this week, so I want to say thank you very much to all 112 subscribers that I've gotten in the interval of time since I started. So let's get down to business. So first of all, in the coin market capitalization, we've had a big run. Now we're at a total of $242 billion, and that's a lot. As you can see, we are presently at the all-time highs in market capitalization. We've not been this point, and we're really going places. Because imagine this market's going to higher places. Like you've seen skits of people saying we're going somewhere here or higher. So seems like the good times are coming soon, but definitely a good time to be. So first of all, I'll analyze Bitcoin. Now let's go to Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin has had a long run. Now when you zoom out, you can see where we've been and where we are now. It's been a great run, and we've done a lot. But the question is, what are we going to do next? And people keep asking, is it time to buy or is it time to sell? So presently, this is what we call an ascending broadening wedge. So this ascending broadening wedge, generally there are different people have different thoughts on how this works. How this works. Different people have different thoughts on how this works. But for me, I believe it's supposed to be a correction coming up soon. Now we expect to see a correction down to these levels, but where do we see a correction to? So we'll draw a Fibonacci to see where we could possibly correct to. Down here to up here. So we'll correct possibly to the 61.8, given that this position is the level where our correction will be, this green line, because I expect the prices to possibly move up all the way to 8,366 before finally deciding to correct, which would be at the top of this broadening wedge. So if these prices go all the way to 8,300 and do not break to higher highs, we could expect to see a short-term descent down, either to test this level or to go to the 61.8 Fibonacci level. And the 61.8 Fibonacci level is right here at 6,800, which seems low, but this is give or take $200 or $100 in between, up or below. So this is the level I think we might see a correction to, and somewhere around this level or anywhere below the present level where we are will be a good point for a quick buy on Bitcoin before the almighty movement all the way to 10,000, as we all know it to be. But if this movement does not break and this now ends up being the bottom that we see at the moment, it means we could see a move from this level all the way up to the next line I have saved up here before this correction will take place. And then from there, we'll have a bounce back up to $10,000. So this is also the chart I've been using for the long while. And this is where I store up all my information. It's my BitCheck chart, and I use this for all the information I've had in the while, where I feel the prices will go to and where the prices have been to, the support lines and the major levels I am watching. So I'll be watching movements towards this level down here, which will possibly correlate. If I am to extend this line, we could get a possible correlation to 6,800 if we get that correction. So remember that the trend is your friend until it's not. So there's the trend is, it's always going to uptrend, but it also has what moments of correction. So we'll expect to see this moment of correction, and that is the time we will expect to buy, because you don't want to be buying while it's up here, just like you wouldn't have bought when it was up here. So you definitely don't want to be buying at the top of this movement. You want to let it correct or relax a bit, and then you can choose to make a purchase at this point. But this is definitely not financial advice, just education. Now Ethereum. So I'll first of all open Ethereum versus the Bitcoin. Now this is the charts you should look at. Now most people look at Ethereum versus the US dollar, and when you're trading in cryptocurrency, you should understand that everything is traded against the Bitcoin. So if the price of Bitcoin is going up, definitely the price of that altcoin in Bitcoin will also go up, even if its Bitcoin value is going down, because in most cases you're not buying these altcoins with your dollars, you're buying these altcoins with the monetary value of Bitcoin. So if you spend your Bitcoin for it, you expect to get higher amount of Bitcoin, not just higher amount of dollars in this sense. So I look at my charts in dollars, and as you can see, Ethereum has had this downtrend and it still looks ugly. Finally looks like we have a flattening of this flattening here, which could be a chance for a breakout maybe where money starts coming into Ethereum, but the price in BTC is still going down, so I will definitely stay away from this market if I am buying with BTC. But if you're buying with dollars, then sure, buy some Ethereum, but Bitcoin seems to be the best holder now. And also we have Bitcoin Cash. Now Bitcoin Cash has had a long run, up down, but Bitcoin, when I checked the charts of Bitcoin at the beginning, it had something similar, and if Bitcoin Cash is going to be the next Bitcoin, just saying, then we should also keep an eye on it. But for now, Bitcoin Cash is at a trend, and the trend is strictly downward, so you expect this trend to continue until it shows sign of changing direction. Now I've heard people saying we are going to beat Bitcoin and so on with Bitcoin Cash. Yeah guys, this is possible, but what is the possibility that Bitcoin is just going to sit and watch Bitcoin Cash do that? It's quite going to be difficult. So if the price of Bitcoin Cash keeps going down, we could expect it to either go down to the 0.11 Satoshi level, or to this red line I've pointed here of 0.067, which will be the baseline for the price as at that point. But if we have a breakout at this moment, we're going straight to 0.256, or give or take 56,000 Satoshi, or 63,000 Satoshi increase or decrease, give or take, on this level. So I would expect to see what happens with Bitcoin Cash, but it will be a good time to pile up for your Bitcoin Cash at the bottom, since we've seen what happened here. The price held, it will try to hold, I believe, and it might come back up, but it's most likely going to do what it usually does with its trends, have an upward move and sway away, upward move and sway away. So you expect markets to generally do the same thing they usually do until they don't anymore, and then that is when you want to get on the trend. You watch the trend. The trend is your friend until it's not. It cannot be overemphasized, especially in cryptocurrencies. People are sentimental in this market, and it's difficult to get a hang on what is happening. So you have to be careful while trading this market. So those have been my analysis for the top coins I feel to talk about today. Thank you very much to all those who subscribed. Thank you very much. Do leave a like if you enjoyed this video. And this has been Nano, making cryptocurrencies easier to understand and more fun via cryptocurrency videos. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.